Welcome back. Let's see what Mike Eppel is up to on this Friday. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. I'm looking over real estate statistics.
Oh, so fun.
As one would do at
on a Friday of a long
6:10
weekend.
in the morning. Absolutely.
You know what you got to do. You got to do.
It's still everybody's favorite water cooler topic, right?
Sure.
Melanie, with the the peak prices that we saw back in February, the Toronto real estate market continues to cool. Certainly from those record highs, because interest rates and mortgage costs have gone up. And the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board's August report in this morning shows that sales year to year are down 34%. They went up a little bit from July, but the market is still, definitely adjusting to a new reality for borrowing costs. And coming up this month, actually, just next Wednesday, the Bank of Canada is going to be raising its overnight lending rate for a fifth time this year. Prices fell overall they're still above $1 million on average. But just looking at some of the statistics here, we're looking at a now 16% decline from the February record highs for prices. That's pretty significant. And, it may still have further to fall or stabilize here. Look, the market is still undersupplied. There's not a lot actually for sale. And at some point, you're going to find an equilibrium. But right now, still, volatile. Good properties will always sell, right?
Yes.
It's just what's the price point?
That's exactly it. Exactly.
Location.
While we're talking prices, let's get to the gas prices. So a little present going into the long weekend, as predicted, going down a little bit more. So I know that's pleasant news for a lot of people heading on the roads.
Yeah, and it's nice to see before a long weekend, as you mentioned, that prices are actually coming down. And I think they're coming down another 2 cents at midnight tonight for Saturday. Right now, already below $1.50 per liter. I saw last night as low as $1.44 in some areas. Prices seem to adjust later in the day in some markets. So this is completely tracking the wholesale price for gasoline, Melanie, which has been dropping over the course of this week. Whether or not we see a price increase starting in September and into October, we'll see. I mean, there has been some talk about that. But one factor, I want to point this out. There have been no named storms, hurricanes in the Atlantic so far this year. And that's the first time that's happened since something like 1950. And what's happened in the past? Anytime a hurricane goes through the Gulf of Mexico, refineries are shut down, pipelines are affected, and that pumps up the price for oil very short term. So that's a key contributing factor to the fact that gas prices have been coming down a little bit.
Absolutely. Okay, so now not gas prices. Let's talk about EVs. If you live in California, you're being told what?
To avoid charging your electric vehicle during the daytime. It's still really hot in California, and they're looking at the potential for brownouts in their electrical grid. They just do not have enough energy supply right now. The shift to electric vehicles is going to be, let's face it, an adaptation for the entirety of the system. In California, if you've got a solar panel, well, you're fine. But the grid itself needs upgrades. I mean, they're still debating whether or not to extend the life of their one nuclear power plant in the Diablo Canyon, for goodness sakes, because they just do not have another source of base load power. The Hoover Dam, for example, is not up to full capacity because Lake Mead is way down from its previous level. So there's a whole bunch of factors at play here as the adjustment to the world of electric vehicles continues.
Yeah, it is. I can attest to that. It's hot out there. It was, but I think it was 40 degrees right in the valley, Yosemite Valley. It was a good time.
Yeah, indeed.
And a lot of EVs out there too. So
this is the thing.
A ton.
So, solar panel on the roof, battery in the garage, you're good to go.
Yes. Finally for you, Mike, Lululemon, one of my faves, doing pretty well. Yeah,
and this is interesting. Their earnings in last night, it's a bellwether because look, Lululemon's not cheap. They're good quality products, high price point. And what have we been talking about, Melanie? People adjusting to high inflation, maybe not spending so much on certain things, but Lululemon sales are really good, and they're saying it's going to have a big Christmas. So, it's a premium product, maybe a premium gift. That's also at play here. But Canadian companies still doing very well and adapting to the marketplace and seeing some pretty good sales results.
I think I have a pair of Lululemon shorts that are at least a decade old, and I wear them all the time.
But they're
quality. I love it.
Comfy.
So comfy. Canadian company. Love it. All right, Mike, have yourself a great long weekend. We'll talk to you on Tuesday.